So what we have done in the last session, let's have a quick recap. In the last session, we have just given an introduction about cloud computing, and we have just discussed about what is Azure. We have discussed it, and then we have discussed about our course content, the services which we are going to cover in our training, and then we have discussed about certification points and what you are getting it in this training from our side. Anyone have any question, guys? Whatever we have discussed in previous session, or anyone want to ask me any question, or might be some people don't join the yesterday session. If they have joined today, they want to ask any question, please raise your hand, guys. We'll have a quick introduction, then we'll continue with our today's topic, how we can create our Azure account. Anyone want to ask any question, or anyone have any doubt regarding training, just raise your hand. Anyone, guys, want to ask anything? Okay, look like no one have any question, so we'll continue with our. Anyone has question? Yes, Rahul, you can unmute.
Yeah, so the question is, so the course content are the same as of AZ 104.
Like yesterday session also tell you, Rahul, this training will, let me complete it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you that one. This training will not help you to clear certification, first of all. This training will help you.
Content.
I'm coming to your point also.
Yeah, okay.
This training will not help you to clear certification. This training will help you how you need to work in real time. So for this will not help you to clear certification. So if you want to go for certification, you need a theoretical knowledge. And for certification, what we are going to do is we're providing a dump. With the help of that dumps, you can clear the certifications.
Okay, clear to me now. So my question is the second question. So the recording content I can access lifetime, or right?
The recordings you will get from our side. Yes, you can access those recordings and PPTs for lifetime.
Yeah, okay.
You can. Okay.
Okay, sure. Thanks.
Anything else, Rahul?
No. Thanks.
Anyone have any question, guys? Please raise your hand. Anyone have any question, guys? You can raise your hand. Okay. So we'll learn about how we can create our Azure account. So for creation of our Azure account, guys, we need to go to this URL, the URL which is mentioned in the PPT. If you come to this URL, here you'll come. Here we are getting an option of start free. So first, when you click on start free, and then you need to enter your email address here. If you already have a one, you need to enter and then you can log in. If you don't have your account, you guys need to click on create one. And remember, guys, one point for creation of your Azure account, don't use your official email addresses, because in some companies, they are going to use Microsoft server for your professional email. They are using it. But I'm always recommending don't use, because if you are using it, you are not able to practice all services. So always when you want to create your Azure account, guys, use your personal email IDs here. So then you can practice all the things, whichever you are going to learn it, we can practice all the things. So click on create one and then click on enter your email address, then click on next. After clicking on next, here you guys can enter your password, whatever the password you want to set as per your requirement, you can set here. There is no limitation set by the Azure that this is the password policy we need to follow. You can put as per your requirement. And then you will get one code on your email. That code you need to enter here for verifying your email, and then click on next. Now, after that, you guys need to enter your file details. I mean, you need to enter your name, middle name, last name, your email address, which you are entering it automatically taken by the system here. And then you need to enter your mobile number also here. Email address, mobile. And then just check this checkbox. So you they needs to verify your mobile number. And there are the two options to verify your mobile number with text me or call. So you'll get both the options. You just select that option, whichever you want to do. So you'll get an OTP on your mobile with based on text or based on call. So whenever you do, you just verify your account details. And after that, you need to enter your address. It is showing us you can enter a PAN card also, but it is option. It is not mandatory. So here you need to enter your address. Guys, one important point about the address. Address, you guys make sure you are entering the same one which is mentioned in your bank account. Because the bank account which you want to use it, the same address you need to enter here. Make sure you are going to copy the same address from your bank which is mentioned there. Sometimes your might be address is different, but in your bank, they have some enter some different details. So if bank address and this address is not matching it, it is very difficult for you to create your Azure account. I'm telling you guys. So make sure the address you guys entering it and the bank address, it is same, exactly same. So just address line one optional. This is optional. Just if it's in your bank, you need to enter city and then state, and then you need to enter your postal code, means the PIN code which you need to enter. And then you need to accept these terms and conditions and then click on next. Now here you need to enter your credit card details. In India, guys, it is not supporting the debit card. It is not supporting debit card in India. Those people are from India. If they want to create Azure account, it needs to be have the credit card. And it is not supporting it RuPay credit card. So you make sure you have a Visa RuPay card or Master. In India, it is not accepting it. I'm not sure about other countries, they are accepting debit card or not. So you just try it. If they're accepting, you can do it. But India does not accept. And credit card, make sure enable with international transactions. So if you have a credit card, guys, make sure it have a international transaction enabled. If it's not enabled, then also you are not able to create your account. So first of all, you need to have a credit card which you need to enter your credit card details. Even there's a documented email. I have it from Azure. This is an email, documented email I got from Azure. It is clearly mentioned here. Azure does not support debit cards in India. So you need to have a credit card to create your Azure account. See, valid Visa or Master. So if anyone is having RuPay credit card, even that will also not get support. And then based on that, you can create your. In some countries, it is accepting debit card, but in India, it does not. And then when you create your account, it will, after login it will look like this. And when you click on subscription, it will show you like this. You will get a free trial subscription. Because whenever you guys will create your Azure account, it will create your free trial subscription first. Then it is for first 30 days. For first 30 days, it will be free trial. After that, it will be changed to another subscription. That one which we have discussed it in the yesterday session. Some services are free for 12 months. Some services are always free. If you are using other services, you need to pay for that. So this is how we can create our Azure account. Anyone have any question regarding the Azure account, guys? Please raise your hand. Yes, Praveen, you can unmute.
Hi. So
Hi,
for
Praveen.
creation, hi, this is Praveen here. So today when I joined this session, so I want to know, like, it's a free trial you mentioned, right? 30 days. So whatever we created, we can use up to 30 days, or we need to disconnect everything, or like in
No, there are
AWS.
actually total 3 types of things are there. Let me show you again. You are not there in the last session.
No.
Let me show you again. Yeah. So whenever you create your Azure account, Praveen, there are total 3 things you are getting. Okay. Few services are free for 12 months.
Okay.
Few services are always free. And when you create your account, you will get 14,500 as per Indian rupees, get a credit. It means for first 30 days, if you create anything, even which is paid, you don't need to pay anything that is coming under 14,500.
Okay.
After 30 days, means after completion of 30 days, the 30 days is free trial, like which I've shown you in the here. 30 days is free trial. After 30 days, your subscription will be changed. Which one? I'll show you that also, because for my account, right now I have another subscription, not a free trial. So after 30 days, the services which you are using coming under 12 months, it will be free. Those are services are always free, it will be free. Means other than that, if you are using any other service, you need to pay for that.
Okay.
And here I have given the link also, Praveen, in the below PPT, where you can check which are the services are always free. Scroll down. Here I'll just click on list of free services. Here I will. Which are always free, which are for 12 months free. And let me show you. That's here. Virtual machines. 750 hours they are providing free for 12 months, and which one? BS1 type of instance they are providing, which is free for 12 months, and maximum they are providing is 750 hours for 12 months. Even it is the Linux one or the Windows. So like this here, you can just check how much serve quota they are giving it. You can check in billing section. You can even check your quota, how much quota is pending for. No, Poonam, it's not 750 hours per month. It is for 12 months. It is not mentioned per month. If it's per month, they'll mention it. It is not for per month. It's 750 hours for 12 months. And 750 hours are for lot of hours, even for your practice purpose, guys. Because after a practice, just delete those machines. So it will be easy for that.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anything else, guys? Some other person, Mohammed.
Yeah,
Yes,
hi,
Mohammed, you can ask a question. Hi, Mohammed.
Hi, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Just sorry, I just joined 5 minutes late, so I just want you to run through the account creation. I'm sorry if that is any problem.
Just let me do that also. Where you want me to continue, Mohammed?
I mean, I joined a little late when you finished creating the account, so I just wanted you to, just quickly.
Okay, just a quick recap about that one.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so whenever you, first of all, whenever Mohammed, you want to create an account, here I've given the link. If you click on the link, you will come to the home page where you want to click on start free. And if you already have an account, you just enter your email ID and then you can log in it. But if you don't have it, you need to click on create one. And here you can enter an email address, Mohammed, and make sure you're not entering your professional email, your official one. Always enter your personal email addresses. Okay, enter your personal email addresses here. So based on that, you will create your account. Because in real time, what happened is, it might be your company is using it Microsoft servers for your official email IDs. But if you use that one, it is not possible to practice all the services. So that time you will face some problem. Okay, so best practice it, always use your personal email IDs. And then click on next. And here you can enter your password, whichever you want to enter your password. Click on next. Now, after that, they will send you a verification code to verify your email address. Just enter that code and click on next. And after that, Mohammed, you guys need to enter your name, first name, last name, middle name, and then your email address. And then you need to enter your phone number. And after that, you need to verify your phone number. And it can be verified with two ways. One is with text me, other one is with call me. So whatever you feel comfortable, you can go for that and verify your mobile number. You receive the OTP, and that OTP you need to enter. Means after that, when you click, you will get an option to enter OTP. Okay. And then here you need to enter your address. Now this is important. Address, I'm telling you again, guys, you need to enter the same address which is in your bank account. Which is in your bank account, that same address you need to enter. If it's not matching it, system will give you the error message. Okay, so make sure whenever you're entering the address, you are directly copying the address from your banking website. Because might be sometime what happened, let's say example, you have mentioned flat, as per your address, flat number is 4. But in your banking one, what they have mentioned, flat number 4, like this they have mentioned. Or might be they have put in numeric, in characters they have mentioned. But you are entering like this. So it is incorrect as per Azure. So you need to enter like this because it is the same one address in your bank, guys. Okay.
Okay.
So make sure you are entering it as per your banking, the same address you are entering. So then after that, your city, your state, your PIN code, you are entering it, and then verify their terms and conditions, and then click on next. Now, after that, you need to enter your card details. And here you guys need to enter your credit card data. As per I'm talking about India, in India, it is only supporting credit card. You guys can't use your debit card to create your Azure account. Even it is not supporting the RuPay credit card. It is not supporting the RuPay credit card. So you need to enter your credit card, which is with Visa and Master. And your credit card, if you are using Visa or Master, credit card needs to enable with international transactions. Then you guys are able to do it. Even this is a documented email which I got from Azure. It is not supported. It is clearly mentioned.
Okay, thank you, Ankit. Got it.
Okay, this is how you guys can create. And then after creation of that, just click on subscription. And here you guys can see your subscription, which is shown as free trial. Clear, Mama? Any question anyone have? Now let me copy that link and paste it in the chat box also, that link. Mohammed, any question do you have?
No, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Mohammed. Just let me paste it in the chat box. Yes, Chandrakant, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit.
Hi.
After 30 days of free trial, 31 day onwards, our bill would start generating.
If you are using it, those services which are for 12 months free, you will not get any bill.
Right. The services which would be chargeable, for those bills would start generating, and
Correct.
it would keep on increasing. So
yes,
once the bill is generated after like second month, third month, or whatsoever would be the billing period, do we need to pay it manually or will it be auto deducted?
No, manually. They are not going to deduct automatically. As per Indian government banking rules, as per RBI, they are not going to deduct automatically. You need to pay manually for that. This is as per Indian government rule. They are not going to deduct automatically. Even if you check their website, it is clearly mentioned when you create a Azure account, in terms and conditions, it is clearly mentioned. As per Indian government, they are not going to do that.
So outside India, outside India,
that I'm not sure. That I'm not sure. As per Indian, I'm talking Indian government rules, they are not going to deduct because rules are varied country to country. So if you are if you're not in India, you are from other country, so that you need to check. I'm talking about Indian rules.
Fine, got it.
Okay. And even might be, I'm not sure that which I have information is they are not going even deduct in other countries also. That is which I have heard it, you need to pay manually. But I am not 100% sure about other countries.
Okay.
But I've heard it that time, but practically I didn't see those things. So that is why I'm not going to commit about those things which I didn't practically see.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else, Chandrakant? Okay. Seshu, you can unmute.
Good evening, Ankit.
Good evening.
Yeah, I joined from the New York, USA. My one question is, I forward the same link to one of my colleague. He expressed that his timings is somewhat not able to make it. Is there any batches you are conducting now or subsequent down the road in the morning time in India?
It is not possible for me to take morning time right now because I'm doing night shifts. So I'm sleeping at morning 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Or sometime I'm sleeping at 5 o'clock, 4 or 5. So it's very difficult for me to take session at morning time. That is why I'm always taking it in the afternoon timings, or this is the least time which I can take it at 6 to 7 p.m. Because after that at 7:30 I need to start my office.
Okay. Thank you, Ankit. Thanks for giving the good training. I love to excited to listen to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Seshu. Yes, Su Kumar, you can unmute.
Yeah, hi Ankit. Just I tried to create the account, but it is showing Azure Subscription 1. So is it free or not?
No, if did you have, it means you have an existing account or you have created a new one?
Just created a new one.
Yes, if you have created a new one, it will not show you that one, Azure Subscription 1, or might be you have given the name of that one. Did you give any name? Because it is free actually.
No, probably the mail ID what I'm using should have a existing Microsoft account, but particular
no need to have. No, if you already have an existing account, it means you already have account. So if you see, I'll come to my subscription. It is showing me subscription. Why? Because it's not a free one. It is after 30 days. So it means you already have an existing account with that particular email ID. See here, that is why it is showing me subscription 1, because I already have an account for this email ID.
Okay, if I use this account, then it will be chargeable, right?
Means if you can go to billing section, actually, go to billing section, which I've told you for 12 months, they are giving you few services which are free. So just you can come to that one and go to your subscription, and then you can check your quota also into that one. So they will give you the complete details. See, on the right side here, I'm getting top free services you say. So here you can just click on view all services. So whatever the services they are giving free, how much the quota you have used, you guys can check. Okay, so just you can check if you are using existing account. See here, it is giving usage period. For which period I'm using right now? This is actually a new period they have started for me. And 4th September, 9th of April, a new period has started for me. Okay. So you can check your period in that period. If you have already, it is not showing, it means you need to create a new account for that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Ankit. Anyone have any question, guys? Please let me know. Now, I know that most of the people don't have credit card. If you don't have a credit card, right, there are some in market, there are some people, those are providing you the Azure account also. So I'm just going to share one email ID with you guys. Here is it. Here is this email ID, guys. If anyone don't have the credit card to create your Azure account, you guys can contact them. They will charge you some amount without any debit card or without any card details. You don't need to provide any card details to them. Just your email ID you need to provide it. So based on your email ID, they will create a sandbox account. So they will provide you sandbox account. So based on that, you can practice your Azure things. But yes, they will charge you for 30 days. I'm not sure how much they are charging. So you guys can drop an email to them if anyone don't have their credit card. But if you have, so I'll always make sure you are going to use your own account. If you don't have it, just contact them. They will charge some amount for 30 days. For 30 days, you will get a account. Means after 30 days, you can, if you want to renew, you can renew also. Even I'm sending this email ID in the chat box. This is not from our training. This is some other persons are there in market. Those are providing. I'm just sending this email ID in the chat box also. So you guys can contact them. If anyone don't have a credit card, just contact them and you can also take Azure account. Just pay some that amount, whichever they are saying. For 30 days, you will get a account for Azure. Here, guys, any question anyone have? Please raise your hand, guys. And you guys can see here the account which I already have it. This is my account which I have already logged in. Anyone have any question, guys? Okay. Now, the next thing is, guys, whenever we are creating Azure account, we'll get one thing called marketplace. What is let me show you the marketplace. Like if you just go here and search here, marketplace we are getting. In this marketplace, you guys can see all the services whichever is providing from Azure to us. All services you guys can see here. With the help of categories where you want to see, or directly you want to search, you guys can search, or with the help of category wise also you can see here whatever the services is providing by the AWS to, Azure to us. Recently, whichever I've used recently, here we can see that which are the private products here, or if you want to see with the help of category wise, here also we can see our services. Under compute, whatever we are getting, we can see all. This is you can even come to here, or if you know the service name, directly you guys can search also. See, I have searched where VIR, we are getting it, the services which are start with VIR. Services your service, these are coming under marketplaces. And in marketplaces, even we can see some pre-installed software machines also we can see which are automatically provided by the Azure tool. In that one, if your client want to use those machines which are pre-installed with software, you no need to take a separate licensing for those softwares. We can see those machines also. So how to see that, we'll see in our upcoming sessions. And then I have already told you, whenever we'll create our Azure account, we'll get one subscription. What is it, subscription? Yes, I'm able to see, or just you can search here subscription. Here we are. A subscription which I have it. What is it? Recent cost ₹1.98. It is the recent cost which I'm able to see here. This is my subscription ID. What does it role? Account. Now, if some might be you have some coupon codes, because sometimes Azure what happen is, if you are an old user, they will provide you the coupon codes also. Sometimes you'll get from Azure also. So even if they provided, you can add it. Even you can have a multiple subscription also if you have the coupon codes also. See here you are. This is Azure for student. For that one, you need to have of that college email ID. So it is not possible. If you don't have it, you're not able to create. These are the types of subscription which you are creating it. or you can add it more if you have those coupon codes. You can add multiple subscription also. Now, the next is Azure Tenant. Whenever we'll create our Azure account, by default, system will create one tenant. Now, what is this tenant? Tenant is the topmost thing which we have whenever we'll create our Azure account. Let me show you that also. Just search here. Tenant properties. It is coming under Azure Active Directory. See here. Here I'm getting the tenant ID, and this is my tenant which system has created. This is by default system is created. But if you see here, I just given Prodigy Tech here. And as per me, it is showing us AWS training 79 Gmail. It can be possible, guys. We can create our own tenant also as per our company name also. How to create that we'll see when we are going to learn about this topic. That time we will see how we can create our Azure tenant account. And after that, we have Azure Active Directory. This is the service which I'm talking about. Under this, we are getting our users group, our IAM users, all things we are getting under Active Directory. And then after that, we have subscription. Like I already told you, it can be one subscription, or you guys can have multiple subscription also based on the coupons if you have it. You guys can even take multiple subscription from Azure also. Under those subscription, guys, what we are going to create? We are creating resource group. What is this resource group? We'll discuss in our upcoming session. And in Azure, whatever we are going to create, everything needs to create under resource group. Resource group is like a folder. Under that folder, we are going to create each and everything. It can be your virtual machines. It can be your VNet. It can be your database. It can be your VMs. So whatever we are going to create, we are creating it under the resource group. So without resource group, we are not able to create any type of resource under Azure. Here we can see these are the types of subscription we have it. Free trial, pay as you go. Right now I have it. This is subscription one is the pay as you go, which I have it. Means 12 months is free, whatever I have it. But for other than that, I need to pay for that one. So this is the name I have given. By default, they are giving the name. So even I have taken the same name. This is the one. The other one is support subscription, which is for only for the members which has taken Azure. This is for companies to take a support from Azure. For that one, needs to be paid some amount to Azure. How we'll see that in our upcoming session. If anyone wants to take, it can be possible. Client can take that also. But yes, for practice purpose, guys, we don't need to take any particular subscription. Otherwise, you need to pay $100 or $200 per month to Azure. We don't need to do that. So for your practice purpose, these are only required subscription for us. Yes, Bala, you can.
So sorry, good evening.
Yes, you have raised your hand. You want to ask any question?
You have sent an email in the chat. So if we send an email to them, they will provide us the account for the Azure. Am I correct?
Yes, if you guys just send them an email, whatever their charges they are taking it, you need to pay for that one to them because it's not free. They are going to charge. If you have your credit card, Bala, I always recommend to create your own account because with the help of that, you can freely practice it actually. If you don't have it, then you can just drop an email to them. So they will reply you. And even you can ask their contact number. I don't have their contact number. Ask them and even you can talk on phone also.
Okay. So how many?
It's for 30 days. For 30 days, they are provided. After 30 days, you need to renew.
So one more thing, how many days this course will be going on?
This will take near about 25 to 30 days.
And this course is enough to work on the real time.
Yes, that is what we have discussed it earlier also. This course is only help you to work in real time. So how we are going to work in real time, that will be helpful for you.
And we need to pay 4,800 rupees for this course.
5,000 rupees,
5,000.
not 4,800, it's 5,000 rupees. It's 5,000 INR.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Anything else, Bala?
No, sir. Nothing.
Anyone have any question, guys? Please raise your hand regarding this subscription or what we have discussed till now. Please let me know. Anyone have any question, guys? Look like no one has any questions. So we are going to start our first topic, which is called VM. In the short name, we are calling as VM, but its actual name is virtual machine. What do you mean by virtual machine, guys? Anyone know? Please raise your hand. Yes, anyone know what is virtual machine? Yes, Poonam, you can unmute.
Virtual machines are the servers which is created virtually in the cloud. In AWS, we call it as a EC2 instance. Here it is virtual machine.
Yes, you are correct. Yes, Vinay, you can also unmute.
Yeah, virtual machine is built on a hyper-converged hardware. There, in top of that, we can build a virtual machines.
Correct. Yes, Praveen. Praveen, you can unmute.
Yeah. We can create any of Linux or OS, any of the machine like a server on top of without creating any physical interaction of RAM or CPU. So we can increase any of them.
Correct. Yes, Chaitanya, you can also unmute.
We can replicate the machine from the existing one, the physical one to cloud.
We are discussing what that is actually you're talking about different thing. Okay. Transferring your that machines from to that one. I'm talking about what is virtual machines. Now this is not replication. We are going to create a new one.
Without using physical hardware, we can use virtually the required computing and software.
Yes. Okay, we'll discuss that also. Yes, you can also unmute. Sure.
Yeah, a virtual machine is a digital version of a physical machine.
Correct. Okay, I'll explain you guys in a very simple way. Guys, whenever we want to create any of the machine, let's say we want to buy a computer, we'll see few things. We'll see CPU, we'll see RAM, we'll see hard disk. These are things we are purchasing it. Whenever we want to purchase a computer, we'll see all these things, and based on that, we are going to purchase a new computer. So like the same way, guys, I want a new computer, I want a new system to be get created. And the same system, I don't need to buy these same things. I don't need to buy CPU, I don't need to buy RAM, I don't need to buy hard disk. The same thing, guys, based on my requirement, I can create a new computer, a new machine in the cloud platforms. The machines, whichever we are creating it in the cloud platforms, virtually we can access with the help of some tools. There are some in Windows machine. If you want to access in build, we have a tool called remote desktop connection. Or if you want to connect Linux machine, we have a tool called Putty. With the help of these machine tools, we can connect to these machines virtually from our system. We don't need to purchase anything. Virtually we can access, and all the things whichever we are selecting it as per our requirement, creating under the Azure infrastructure. And here I have given few lists of operating system which is supporting under Azure, Ubuntu, Windows, Red Hat, Linux One, CentOS, Debian, and Oracle Linux. These are the few operating systems which is supporting under Azure. So if you want to create a machine, first, which we are going to learn, guys, we are going to learn about Windows machine. So I'm in my Azure account. I have already logged in my Azure account. If you see here, guys, there is a shortcut. It is showing me on my screen, virtual machine. Might be in your one, it is not able to show because you are not using those services earlier. I have used these services earlier. That is what it is showing for me. But you guys can search here VM, or you can just type virtual machine. See here. So if you just click on virtual machine, here, if you see here, I don't have any machine right now. So we are going to create our first Windows virtual machine. And this is, we are going to create a Windows one. Now, so I'm just going to click on create, click on Azure virtual machine. Now, creation of this virtual machine, guys, it is a 7-step process. Basic, disk, networking, management, advanced, tags, and the last one is review and create. Now, whenever we are come to basics, it is showing me to select the subscription. I have just only one subscription, so that is why which I am able to see here. Yes, Satya, you can unmute.
Ankit, actually in AWS, we'll select the location actually initially, right?
We don't need to do it here.
In Azure, it is not required.
No, it is there, but the earlier in AWS, we are selecting region specific.
Yeah.
In AWS, whatever you need to set a region specific. Here, whenever I'm creating it, at that time for that particular object, with the resource which I'm creating, for that one, we need to select the region.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Here also we have it region, but AWS is little different. For particular, you are selecting in that one, you can do everything. But here in Azure, for particular resource, you need to select a region.
Okay.
That we are going to see here in our upcoming services, whichever we are going to know, for everywhere you need to select a region and that. Yes, SM, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit. Is it audible?
May I know your full name?
My name is Satyanarayana.
Okay, so you have just written as SM, that's I'm asking you.
Sir, yeah. So my doubt is like, in what scenarios we are going to select the subscriptions? We have if we have multiple subscriptions, so when to select?
Depend on requirement. So this purely depend on requirement. Your client say, because they have, let's say example, they have already paid in advance into Azure. This thing can happen at even real time. They have sometimes your client has paid some advance, so you have that subscription. Even in that one, you can do. Or might be you have some coupon code, you get it. You get some like a coupon code from Azure. You don't want to go for pay as you go. You want to use in that subscription. Like this also we can select a discount subscription also.
It's purely for payment purpose, right?
Yes, correct. Subscription are purely used for payment purposes.
Okay, because if I have one network and if I want to add multiple virtual, like if I create one virtual machine in one subscription and another virtual machine in another subscription,
it is possible. We can move also from one subscription to one subscription. We can move that also. Even that is also possible.
Okay.
Okay. I have one subscription right now. Let's say this is going to expire, and I have purchased a new subscription, or I have taken a coupon, other thing. So I can move my resources from one subscription to the subscription. It is possible.
Okay. So even if these virtual machines are in two subscriptions, so they can communicate each other.
No, it is in only one VM is one subscription. If you have multiple subscription and multiple EC2 machine, it can be communicated with each other. That we can link it.
Okay.
It can be possible.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. And I tell you one thing, in Azure by default, if your machines, whichever you have it, it is communicating with each other. And that is called system route table. In Azure, it is called system route table. by default it is communicating with each other. How will that we'll discuss later in our upcoming session when we'll come to a topic called VNet. That time we'll discuss. Okay, so here guys, what we need to do is we need to create first resource group. Now, what is resource group? Resource group is like a folder, it's like a container. Under that container, whatever the things we want to create, we can create all the things under this container. This is a folder we are going to create under Azure, and under this folder, you can create whatever you as per your resources, whichever we are going to create in our upcoming session. We all are going to create under this resource group. So I'm just now resource group can only exist in one resource group. Resources, whatever we are going to create resources, it only exists, needs to be in resource group. Resource group cannot be renamed. Groups can have resources from many different types. Means in one resource group, you can create any type of service. There is no restrictions from Azure to have. Groups can have resources from different region also. Let's take example, this resource group I have created in West India region. We have a region called West India. And in this, I have created my resource group. But my requirement is the virtual machine which I want to create in South India region. But my resource group is in West India region. It is also possible. I can create this VM in same region also. It is also possible, guys. We can do. So here, how to create? Click on create new, and you can give any name, whatever the name you want to give to your resource group. You can give, let's say I'll just give AG A4-RG. This is the name. You can give any name, even you can give your name also. Done. And then here we need to give the name of my virtual machine. Any name you can give. I'll just give name as A4-VM. In which region I want to create? Here I'm getting South India. If you want to select any other one, here we have West India, and here we have it Central India also. So, or whatever region guys you want to select, we can select in real time as per our client requirement. I'm even just go for the by default, which is called South India. Security type we'll discuss later. Image, it is important. Image stands for operating system. Which operating system you want to use it? Here we are getting Ubuntu. Here we have Windows servers. Here if you scroll down, we are getting more. Whichever operating system you want to see, we are getting see all images. We can select as per our requirement. See here, I'm able to see all the. So which one I'm going to select right now? I'm just select the Windows 2019 data center. This one I'm selecting. Now, the next is size. Now, guys, if you remember it, we have discussed it in free one. We need to select as B1S because it is free, it is supporting as B1S. Now, what is size? In size, actually, we are selecting it CPU and RAM. In this one, we are going to select CPU and RAM. Means how much CPU you require to create this machine, how much RAM is required to your machine. If I select here, if I click on all sizes, here I'm able to see. We are using B1S because it is free. And in this one, how many CPUs I have? Only one CPU. How much RAM we have it? 1 GB of. If you want more size one, we can even select those also. See, this is the one even I can select 8 CPU, 32 GB of RAM, which we are given. So based on our client requirement, we can select those sizes. In future, if you want to even increase it, let's say in future you want to move to B2MS, it is also possible, guys. We can increase that also. Now, Whenever I'm selecting B1S, in this one, we are getting the temporary storage of 4 GB. Guys, whenever we'll create this virtual machine, for every virtual machine, Azure is providing some temporary storage. You will see when we'll connect to this machine, this temporary storage you will see there also. This is temporary storage. This is not a C drive. It's a temporary storage which Azure is giving to us. So I'm selecting this B1S, and how much they are going to charge per month? 1,004 rupees 53 paisa. Now, here I want to set the username and password for my machine. Let's take example. I'll give the username Azure user. So the username I'm giving. And one more thing, guys, Azure has restricted some usernames also. See here, when I give admin, see here, I'm not able to give this user. So Azure has restricted some username also. Those username we are not able to give because those are like very common which we are using it. They have restricted, like admin is one of the very common username which we are giving. They have restricted that. So always make sure when you give it, you give a proper username to your user. I'm just giving Azure user. Password must be 12 to 123 character long. Let me give password here. Azure training @123. This is the name I'm giving. Password I'm giving. Confirm password, the same. Scroll down. Now, guys, if we want to connect any of the Windows machine, this is what we have done. These are the rules for password which I have told you. Now, if we want to connect any of the Windows machine, it is mandatory to enable RDP port. If you see here, inbound port, by default, it is taking RDP. Azure is so smart. So because we have selected Windows machine, by default, it is showing me RDP. It is enabled. Here we are getting HTTP and SSH also. SSH, we are enabling it if we want to connect Linux machine. This we'll see in our next session when we are going to even create our Linux machine also. That time we'll see SSH port is enabled. So if you want to connect any Windows machine, RDP port is mandatory. Without this, we are not able to connect our Windows machine. RDP stands for Remote Desktop Protocol. This is what we have done in the first step. Now, here we are getting licensing option. Guys, some clients have already taken Microsoft license for Windows machine. If your client already have an existing license of Windows 1, you can check this checkbox and give your licensing details here. If you don't, if your client don't have it existing license, don't check this checkbox. In this case, Azure will take care of your licensing. Means whatever they are going to charge as 1,000 rupees, in that 1,000 rupees, even they are taking care of licensing. But if you already have a licensing from Microsoft Windows, you don't need to take license again. Just check this checkbox and confirm your details and then enter your licensing details in hybrid information. But if you have don't check the checkbox. Now, next, click on disk. This is second option. Here we are setting it how many disks will require. In this one, guys, we are not able to enter any disk size. If you see here, there is no option. Whenever we are creating a Windows machine or Linux machine, by default, whatever the size they have given to us, we need to go for that particular size. We don't have any option to give our size details. Don't have any option. But if you want to add more disk, we can add that. But that we'll discuss in our upcoming session. Click on next. Here we have a networking details regarding this. We'll discuss later. Management, we have this also will discuss later. Click on advanced. This also we'll discuss it. Regarding the other tabs, guys, we'll discuss later whenever we'll come to that particular topic. Tags we'll discuss later. And then in the end, we have option called review and create. Here, guys, we can review all our details, whichever we are selecting it. We can see all our review. Means if you have entered any incorrect details, you have selected any incorrect details, even you can go back and change your details also. Now, I don't want to change anything. So what I'm going to do, I'm just click on create. Done. Now I have entered, click on create. Now, after that, then I click on create. It takes few time to create our VM. Now, after creation of my machine, what is the next thing we need to do? I need to connect to this machine also. So how we connect, that we also will see. It takes some time to create our machine. So just wait for a few more minutes. It is in process. Just wait. It takes some time to create our one. And even if you see here on the right side, here we are getting the notification option. So when our resources will get created, here we'll get a notification that resource has been created successfully. And even if I just go to VM, see here my VM is there, but still now it is not get completed created. Still it is in process. That is why I am not able to get a message. It get created. So the still in process. Now, even if I click on I come to my virtual machine. Here I'll go to virtual machines. Here I'm click on my name of my virtual machine. Now here is my virtual machine, which is here. Now, if I want to connect to this machine, how can I connect? See here, I got a pop-up message on right side. My resources has been created. Yeah, even if I click on go to resource, I'll directly move to my resource page. Now, the next thing is I need to connect to this machine. Copy the public IP of my machine. If you see here, guys, this is the public IP which I'm getting it to connect my machine. Click on the copy IP. Open remote desktop connection. In your Windows machine, guys, by default, if you just search here, remote desktop connection, you have already in your Windows machine, by default, you have it, guys. So just paste your IP address, the public IP address, which I'm getting here. Click on connect. Click on connect. Click on more choices. Click on use a different account. Now enter your username. What is my username? This is my user. Azure user. What is my password? Azure training @1. If you want to see your password, you can see yours. Click on OK. Click on yes. Now I am able to connect to my Windows machine. Now the question is, if you remember, guys, whenever I'm creating my machine, we are not able to see the disk size there, because by default there are size defined from Azure that whenever we'll create any of the machine, we'll get a default size for our C drive. So if you want to see here, we have option called disk. If I go to disk, here I'm able to see the size. Whenever we'll create a Windows virtual machine, guys, by default we have get a size of 127 GB. This is C drive. And I've already shown you there is an additional storage which is providing by Azure, whatever the type of machine we want to create. Based on that, Azure is providing us the additional storage, and for that one, they are providing 4 GB of storage. So my machine has been created. Just it takes some time. Just wait for a few minutes, guys. It's taking some time to get load. It is still taking some time. It is taking some. Okay, now till the time it is taking time, let's have a quick question from Bala. Yes, Bala, you can unmute. Bala, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, sir. Sir, this training will be on Linux only, no, sir, or it will be on Windows?
Your voice is very low, window. Bala, can you little increase your voice?
Sir, this training will be on Linux only, no? Like it will be on
We are
Linux.
going to use both the operating system, Linux and Windows. One depend on the example which I have. Some examples are on Windows, some examples are on Linux.
So most
Not
of
all
the-
examples on one operating system, both are different.
Sir, tomorrow again we will start it from the beginning.
Bala, can you please increase your voice?
Yeah. So tomorrow you will start the training from beginning now, or
This is today's second session.
Okay. So
Today is the second session.
where I
Yesterday we have completed first session about the introduction part.
can I get the recordings?
Are you in that WhatsApp group?
Yeah, just now I some
So don't
someone,
worry, I'll inform my team. They will again share the recording in that group.
Okay, so I will get yesterday's
Yesterday.
today's training.
Recording, yes, you will get.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else, Bala?
No, sir, no, sir. I'm fine.
Just let me connect again. It is taking some time, guys. I'm connecting again. No, just some. Okay. Now I'm able to connect to my virtual machine. Now I'm going to this PC. You can even just check that also. We'll go to this PC. And if you see here, this is 127 GB, 126 is showing 127 GB we are getting. And it is D drive, which is temporary storage, which Azure is providing us, which I have told you 4 GB, whatever the type of, I have selected B1S. Based on that, I am able to see 4 GB of the additional storage I am able to see. So this is how we can connect our virtual machines of our Windows one. Regarding Linux, we'll join in our tomorrow's session. We'll continue with that. Yes, you can unmute. So anyone have any question, guys, regarding this? Please raise your hand. Yes, Lambi, you can unmute.
Hi, is it possible to open an Azure account with Gmail? Because I'm trying to
Yes,
do
it is
that.
possible. Yeah, this is possible. Even if you see here, I'm using a Gmail ID.
I noticed, but it's only saying that I need to open a Microsoft account.
Yeah, but for that Gmail ID, you need to first create your Microsoft account. Then you can create your Azure account. But yeah, it is possible with the Gmail ID, you can do that.
Okay.
But first
So
create your Microsoft account, then you can create your Azure account.
I see. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, it is possible. Yes, Rajesh, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit. After
Hi,
30
Rajesh.
days of this trial period, will Microsoft start charging me for account, or I can just
No,
cancel it?
Rajesh. No, Rajesh, they will not charge you for that one. The services which you are going to use after 30 days, which are coming under 12 months free, they are not going to charge you for that. If yes,
Okay.
if you are going to use a service which are not coming under 12 months free or always free, yes, for they will charge.
Okay. And I've got one more question.
Yes, Rajesh.
I'm from a networking background in the past, and I've been working in logistics for the last 6 years and trying to go back into the IT industry now. Any opportunities by learning again networking
But
and
yes,
Azure?
Rajesh, what you can do is you can put 2-3 years of experience after completion of this training as a Azure experience, then you can easily switch it because you have other background, networking background. Based on that, you can switch.
Okay, no worries. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajesh. Have a nice day.
You too. Thank you.
Yes, Mohammed, you can unmute.
Yeah, hi Ankit. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Yeah, you just created the virtual machine, right?
Yes.
And you connected from your desk. I mean, like
Yes.
from your laptop. So, I mean, if I try from here from my laptop, will I be able to RDP that machine that you
Yes,
created?
you can also able to, because if you have a public IP, if you have a username and password, you can also connect.
Oh, I mean, I'm connected to internet. That's not enough. I mean, like,
No, I have given public access right now. It can be possible.
over the
The
internet,
machine
I mean,
which
like,
I have correct. Yes, it is possible. I am also able to connect over the internet. I'm not using any VPN right now.
yeah.
Okay.
So I just
If you
tried,
have
I mean, like,
if you
we
have
were
a
able to-
public, you need to have a public IP. These three. If you have these three things, you can easily do that.
Yeah, I tried with this public IP and then the user and the password, but I wasn't able to.
Because I am
probably
the one I'm able to connect right now. That is why might be or not able. If I distant,
one
then
at
you
a time.
can.
It is it
one at a time? Yes, one at a time. Because if you see there's a pop-up
probably you
message,
are
I'm
connected,
getting
yeah.
it. If I'm getting a pop-up message, resources are busy because some other person is trying to get. That's why I'm getting a even pop-up message when I'm trying.
I was trying, yeah.
That time you are getting a message, resources are busy, something like that. You are getting because I'm the person who is able to connect.
So currently, how we do practice with this virtual environment with the free Azure account is like you create and then use the public IP given in the virtual machine, and then you practice that way, the way you should.
Yes, you just after practice, you don't need to create it. Now I'm going to show you after your practice, guys, you need to delete this machine. Don't start those machines every time. So let me show you how you can delete those machine also. I'm going to disconnect now this VM. Now how we need to delete this machine, guys. And even after your practice, you need to delete your resource group also, which we have created. So how to delete this machine? Even directly you can delete a resource group, your machine will also get deleted. But first I'll show you how you can delete your machines. So select your machine, and here we are getting option to delete. We have option to stop, we have option to restart, or we have option of start. If you don't want to delete, just stop it, we can do that. So, but if you want to delete, we can delete that. I'm just going to
What's the
delete
difference
it.
between delete and stop?
Stop means you're going to stop this machine. It means whatever the data is that machine, it will be there. After that, you can, it means like I'm shutting down my machine. It is like a shutting down.
Oh, okay.
Like in the end, we are doing we are turning out our laptop. Same way, shutting down. Yes, switch off and switch on. That is what it is. But deletion means completely terminate. You can't recover your machines after that. So click on delete, type as yes, delete. Okay. Your machine
Why is
will
it
get
required to delete the resource group and this virtual machine every time?
It is, you can just delete your machine, or you can delete a resource group. If you delete your resource group, everything get deleted.
No, you just said that, right? That you have to delete the resource group and the machine.
Resource group also, because if you go to your resource group, I'll come to resource group. Here is my resource group which I have created. Because if you see here, there are other things are also there. See here, there are other things which is there right now. We are able to see our VM, we are VNet. Regarding VNet, we'll discuss later. IP addresses. network security groups are also get created. Because why actually we are deleting? Because there is a restriction in your free account that you can get only 20 IP addresses. There is a restriction in free account. So for your practice purpose, delete all the things.
Okay, okay.
In paid accounts, there is no restrictions, but in free account, there is restrictions that you can get only 20 public IP. It means maximum you can create 20 public machines and for your practice purpose, guys. That is why I'm telling you, after your practice, come to resource group also and select your resource group, copy your resource group name and delete resource. Enter your source group name and delete. Or you don't need to delete a VM directly, you can delete a resource group. This one. There is a by default network watcher resource group get created, not mandatory. If you want to delete this one also, you can do. In this one, nothing happened. This is just we have it. This is a network watcher.
That's not
service.
only any IP address. Network
no, this is just a
has
network watcher. You don't need to delete it. But still, if you want to do, you can do that. But it's not mandatory. You can just leave as it is also. This is a network watcher service. We have it. Regarding network watcher, we'll learn it in our upcoming session. There's a resource group automatically always created for your by the system. So you don't need to worry about that. Okay, Mohammed?
Yeah, I one more thing, Ankit. I just wanted to know, can we get the material beforehand so we can just refer whatever we have gone through in the
Yes,
class?
whatever we are going to learn in this training, you will get all recordings, and whatever the PPTs I'm going to use in this training, all will get uploaded in Google Drive. From the Google Drive, you will get it.
We will have the link to the Google Drive.
Yes, my team will provide the Google Drive access on your Gmail IDs. From there, you can access. In this training, I'm total going to use near about 86 PPTs. I'm going to use one by one. When we complete the session, I'll upload these all PPTs there, and recording also will get uploaded. So from there, you can access it.
Okay, so the number of PPTs we finished in the class, you will upload that.
Yes, right now we have used these 4 PPTs. So these 4 PPTs will upload it after end of the session.
Okay, thank you, Ankit. Thank you so much.
Yes, Krishna, you can unmute.
Sir, could you please explain once again between subscription and resource group?
Subscription is for payments, Krishna.
Okay, sir.
Subscription is only for payment. That payment, it's actually for payment. Resource group is like a folder. Like I have created this folder. In this folder, I have one notepad file. I can create PDF. I can create notepad files. I can create Word file. Anything I can put it. So this resource group is like a folder. I can create any type of service into that. Okay. It's like a folder. Under that folder, like we can put any type of file, Word, PPT, MS Word type of file. Like this, we can create any type of services in that particular resource group. Okay. Yes, Vijay, you can unmute.
Thanks, Ankit. How many virtual machines can we create per month? Is there any restriction?
For free one, there is a 20. For free one, there is a limitation. But for paid account, there is no limitations. Vijay, you can unmute.
Yeah.
For free account, there is a limitation that they are providing 20. But for paid one, there is no limitations.
Okay.
Even that is a IP addresses the limitation they have said that you could get 20 IP addresses. 20 public IP addresses you are getting. Let's take example, you have created 5 machines and you have deleted your VMs, but still you have that public IPs in your machine. Okay, it means you have reserved 5 IP addresses right now. It means you can still create 15 machines.
Okay. Okay.
That is the limitation for free account they have, not for the paid accounts.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Lamy, you can unmute. Lamy, you can unmute. Satya, you can unmute yourself.
Ankit, the course fees is 5,000, right?
Yes, it is 5,000 rupees.
Is it including dump and sample regimes?
Whatever is mentioned in this PPT, which I mentioned, In 5,000, you will get all these things. It is here in the last. Let me show you that. Here, these are things which you will get from our side.
Because
you will get a dump. You will get a document. This document is of 700 pages, which I have created. Dump, sample resumes, interview question, quiz, training PPTs, recordings, live training, all things you'll get under 5,000.
because you kept star over there, right? So
A
that's
star, it means end at the end of the training.
Yeah,
So
okay.
means what happens is student is in between training, student will ask us, please send us a domain. We are not going to provide.
Yeah.
In the between. So you will get these things in the end of the training.
Yeah. Okay.
So no one will, that's why I put it here, because no one will waste our time and their time to ask question. Please send us this thing in between.
Right.
That's why I mentioned it. So
Yeah.
you can read it and you can be calm for those things.
Right. And one more thing. Any monitoring tools that you're going to discuss in the
Network watcher is that one we have it.
Okay. Done.
There is one, we have a monitoring tool, we have it. That also we are going to cover.
Okay.
That is in the end of the training, which we have it.
Right.
Here we have Azure Monitor.
Yeah.
Okay, that is.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Siva, you can unmute.
Yeah, I have created a virtual machine. So I get stuck for that selection of VM sites. So can you help me?
You are able to check when you are selecting the which one? When you are trying to select operating system.
Selection for VM site. So I have selected B1 as free service.
If you are able to select B1, sometime what happened, it is not showing you, but actually it has been selected. But if you move to next step, it automatically will show you there. This happens sometime in Azure. If you just click one time, it is able to select, but sometime it is not showing you there when you have selected. So you just don't worry about that, Shiva. You can move to upcoming steps. When you click on in the end create, it will automatically still get selected.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, this thing happens sometime in Azure. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yes, Mohammed, you can unmute.
Yeah, hi Ankit. This I just wanted to ask, previously just someone asked about the, number of VMs you can create here. You said 20, but
In
is it
free
20
one, that's what I told you.
Exactly, the 20 is at a time, or is it that number of machines to be created? The 20
No, at a time, at a time. 20 is at a time.
Okay.
Not
So
as
once you
just for
delete,
lifetime. At a time, 20 is there.
Exactly. So I got confused, like, in a month you can create 20 and then after
No,
that
it
you
is
have to
not.
pay.
At a time, 20 machines needs to be there. It means
And then
at a
if you
time, 20
delete, then
machines can be there.
okay.
If you
If you
delete that,
delete,
it means you can create again 20.
come down to 0 and then you can create again.
Yes, correct.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
The maximum is 20 limitation. They have said.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anyone have any question, guys? Please raise your hand. Lami, you have raised your hand. You can unmute. I'm waiting for you actually. Okay, might be they are not able to hear me. Anyone have any question, guys? Please let me know. Yes, sir. May I know your good name?
Yeah, my name is Bala.
Yes, Bala.
Yeah, how can I create at the same time 20 machines? The option is not available in the Azure, right? In AWS,
No, that's the question is how many machines we can create in free account. That is the question they have asked me.
No. I am asking at the time how much more than one machine. How can we create?
You want me to create multiple machines at a time?
Yes.
That we will discuss later. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
We have a lot of options into it. Okay. That is coming under upcoming sessions.
Okay.
Here, this is right now. That's why I told you right now. We just discuss about the first step.
Okay.
Other than that, we'll discuss it later.
Okay.
Other steps which we. Okay. Anything else?
No, sir. Thank you.
Anyone have any question, guys? Please let me know. Yes, Siva, you can unmute.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Yes, Siva.
While creating an account, Azure account, in address column, We have to give an address, whatever address we have given to credit card, that address only we have to.
Yes, correct. That's why I also told you that same address, exactly copy paste your address, whichever it's mentioned in your banking, the same address needs to be there. If it's not even matching it, even a single thing, you're not able to create your account.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, it complete exactly needs to be matched.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, guys, so with this, I'm ending this session. In tomorrow's session, what we are going to learn is, we are going to learn about how we can create Linux VMs. That we are going to learn in our tomorrow's session. And to create Linux machine, there are two options of password we have it. One is the normal password, which we can create, which I've shown you. The other option is with SSH key. So both the ways we'll learn it in our tomorrow's session. Yes, Bala, you can unmute.
Please share the recordings. Till what time we can expect, sir, recordings?
That will be taken care by my team. It takes near about 1 hour, Bala.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Bala. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.